Hey folks, how are you? Rick here with Hit Run Candlesticks. Today is Wednesday, May 26, 2021. The market's been closed for about 50 minutes, and I thought I'd get these charts out to you here. First, let's take a quick look at the market. We've been up here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then today we ended up with a little doji down here. There is the possibility. I would imagine everybody sees this right here, that setup for the possible head and shoulders here. I'm not going to jump on that until we get price that suggests that's going to happen. Right now, what I see is we're up a few too many bars and we just need a little bit of rest. Of course, anything could happen, and if it does start to break down, let's see here. If it does start to break down, say past 415-ish, then that could be testing to the market. That could cause us to even come back down to that 50-period moving average or that downtrend there. So we do want to watch that. Remember, we've got a 3-day weekend coming up, so all kinds of things can happen. A lot of traders just simply do not want to be in the market for 3 days. On the other side, if the bulls can continue to hold here and break us out, then I think we run higher, that 325, 330 area. I'm sorry, 425, 430 area. So it really is depending on what happens right through here. So let's keep our eyes on that. Don't, be careful not to let it get out of hand. And hope is not an indicator. So follow the charts. Be close to them. So FNGU, this is another stock chart that I follow quite a bit. And today it ended up pretty good. We still are fussing around with that 34 EMA right there. The 50 lies just above. We could see a little bit of a pullback. We have been up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days as far as the highs go, and 6 days as far as the lows go. Getting a little thin, a little bit of a narrow range up here, so that could be suggesting a little consolidation. Again, be very careful going into a 3-day weekend. All right, let's take a look at some charts. I've got 13 of them, I believe. So I'm going to go through these pretty darn fast. Most of you've watched my videos, so you have kind of an idea of what's going on, what I'm looking at, things like that. Remember that if you check the links below, we have a 30-day trial. It is $49. It does come with the alert app, so you will receive alerts as we make trades, close trades, or adjust trades. It also, if you are a trial member and you upgrade to a membership, just let me know. We keep track of that as well, but in case you slip through the cracks, let me know. We will buy you the first 30 days of the LTA scanner for you to try out. And if you just become a member, I'll do the same thing as well. So just let us know there, okay? All right, so Fubo's a beautiful chart here. I love this chart. I love the candle here, bullish engulf. I like the price action. And it was great for anybody that's traded it in here. Congratulations, well done. We've now hit the 200 period moving average. So at this point, I'm one of these guys that I respect moving averages. I actually trade with them quite a bit. So I think what I'm going to need is for this to prove it can hold over the 200. Now, one reason I'm not worried about it, and I don't have to feel like I'm rushing into it, or I don't have to rush into it because of fear of missing out. I'm not too concerned because I think one of the first things a person should do is look at a chart and see what that chart can do for you. And once you do that, be careful not to let greed get the best of you. But once you do that, if we look at this and say, okay, prove to me you can close over the 200 and then set up for us, and they always do. Then what we can look for is, what is that, 29.5%? That's enough money. In other words, you don't have to be in a hurry to buy it right here. You can wait for it to come back. And if it does come back, say here, I'm probably still not going to chase it. At this point, I want it to break out over that 200-day period moving average and then test, and then we see the buyers, and then we'll attack that chart. So let's put Fubo on our watch list. Great job for those that did trade it. Solo. This morning we mentioned Solo. We even sent this out, I believe we did, sent this out on the app to members and trial members that have downloaded the app early on, and we even talked about it in the trading room yesterday, setting up as one of the pinball setups. And boom, here it went right up today, and it tagged that 34 EMA and then pulled back here. So I think what we need to see is just a little bit of consolidation, and we'll look at getting back into this, or getting into it. Sorry, I was not in it. But a little bit of consolidation, we'll take a hard look at it. Workhorse here might be setting up. Got a nice little bottom. We rally up, we pull back. We've got a bullish W pattern setting up. So once we start to break out, and this is where even I'll take the trade down here a little bit. I don't mind it being in this area because I know what my stop is, and I can control my risk. Then we'll look for that to move up, and then let's just take it from right there up right to the 50. We're going to go to the 50 on this one. 37%, of course, to the 34 will be a little less than that. Bfly is another one setting up. Here lately, we've been looking at a lot of these pinball type charts. They're not all pinball setups, but they're all very much like this. We've been looking at this a lot lately, where they're down and then they start coming up to the 34, to the 50, and to the 200 up here. These have been paying off very, 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 very well. And so it's been kind of fun. This is actually what the first chart pattern that I really became successful with was this type of chart pattern, and simply looking for a relief rally. And Bfly might be setting up. Today was a good day, a really good day. So I think what we'll do is just take this, and you can see there we've got 21 or so percent to the 34 EMA. I'm going to go right up here to the 50, and that's the 200 right there. That's about 39%, so certainly we can find a trade in this area. Gogo. Gogo's a nice chart. We talked about this, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember now. Nice little consolidation here after a breakout right here. Boom, we break out, pull back and test the T-line, and now it's starting to move up here. So we'll take a look at this one, and like always, we put the buy box in there just like that, and then we'll look for an entry in that area. LAC, one of the members brought this to us today. Beautiful chart. Came right to the 200 period moving average. Started building some price action in here. Went from a low to a high to a higher low. Nice little flag pullback. And boom, here we are today. We broke out and closed over that 50 period moving average. This now sets this trade up for a nice move higher. And we'll just put the buy box up there like that. Sfly. Sfly just looking awfully great. We have a lot of members that are in this Sfly, and it's doing pretty well for them. Way to go. We're above the T-line now. We're starting to trend up. Looks like I've got it marked here from this level here. Here, let's get rid of this one. There we go. And now we're going to put that right at today's low. And let's drop this down to the 50. So there's about 34.5% to the 50 period moving average. Keep in mind that the 34 is always a good moving average to keep an eye on. Nicola might be setting up. Nicola is one of my favorite charts to trade. I love this little thing. I think it's just because I just like saying Nicola. So let me get rid of all that. We got a little trend working here. We've got the moving averages, the 50, the 34, and the T-line all squished together right in here. Nice little kind of a 2-bar Morningstar type signal here. And there we broke out. So I'm going to start shopping for this right in through there. VIAC might be setting up. Keep an eye on this. If you watch that 34 on these type of charts, that 34 EMA is awfully important. So keep an eye on that. From the T line up to the 50 is about 16.5% or so. That might be a nice little trade up there. We'll just wait for that price action to get us in. Again, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow or this weekend, we've got a 3-day weekend coming up. Monday's a holiday. You got to know that there's just not going to be a lot of trading on Friday. So I'm not sure we want to get too excited about trading the rest of the week, to tell you the truth. So let's just be a little cautious. All these charts can be looked at next week as well. RTK popped up quite nice. Low, high. We've got a higher low, a little bit of a pop to the upside. Held the T-line today. If we put the just under the T-line, we'll put the box in there. That's 22% to the 50-period moving average. Not that I think it's going to go to the 50. I'm just pointing out the possibility. And, man, even up to the 34 is going to be, what, 12%, something like that? Run had a great day today. Not only did it have a great day today, I think Run has a terrific bottom here. Absolutely terrific. And then we came up here and broke out of that candle there. Boom. Here we are testing it. We might see a nice little move from the T-line up to that 50. There's 14.25. All kinds of profits in the middle. Telrai. So I sold, did I sell? Yeah, I sold some of, I have 2 complete positions of Telrai, actually. And I sold half of one position today for, I don't know, good percentage. I forgot now what it is. I don't see it off the top of my head here. Well, I can do it this way. For about 18 or so percent. And I'm keeping half of that, and then I've got another position of Telrai as well. From the T-line here, and we'll take it from about there to the 50s, about 19.5%. So there's still some good money that can be made on this. As it moves up, we want to watch this area right through here, and if it gets through, well, actually, I'm going to move that up to right there. Yeah. Keep your eye on the 34, needs to break out, and then keep your eye on that 50-period moving average. And let's watch 1960. That might be a nice little price target. That would also be a great place for the price to consolidate and maybe set up for a whole new buy. Sklz, I was in this. I did add to it this morning, and it closed up pretty nice, doing pretty well with it, up about 10%. And I didn't close this out to 34. Maybe I'm holding on to a little bit of hope. Looks to me like we have a nice doji continuation pattern setting up. We've got a nice little bottom right here. So maybe this thing scoots right up and gets up there, somewhere around the 50 tomorrow. That would be awfully nice, and I would probably pull some profits off because, in fact, I may just close it out just because the 200-period moving average is right here. Alrighty. Hey, just to give everyone a heads up, we're working on the new computer giveaway. That will be coming in the next 10 days or so, and we'll have the registration for that starting. That Drawing will be July 22nd. It will be during a public e-learning. And hey, don't forget to register for it when the registration becomes available, okay? Thank you so much, and we'll send you plenty of emails on it. Thank you very much. Good trading, and everybody, please have a great weekend coming up, okay? Take care.